y'all know me. But y'all know if you ask me how it went, all I'm gonna talk about is New Edition. Yes, they did.
On the ones and twos, on the ones and twos.
Yeah.
Get a little water.
The water.
Is that? Are you sure that's what's in the cup?
Little water.
What's in yours?
Yeah.
See, I didn't call it water.
We back.
I thought you was gonna sing Mace.
No.
Look, whenever you say stuff, you know a song comes to mind for me.
So I'm glad we out of that season of carols and all. This Christmas.
Whatever. You can do Christmas all throughout the year. Temptation said it's Christmas every day, okay?
The Temptations.
Yup.
What's up, y'all?
What up, man?
Happy Saturday once again. It's on.
Happy Saturday.
Once again, it's on.
And another song popped in my head. You gotta stop doing that. Because then I'll just be having songs in my mind.
Just start singing it.
Just sing it.
No. Yeah,
and they're not
can't
there.
sing.
You're trapping them. You're caging them.
Just start singing.
I'm a shower singer. Okay.
Me too. I think we're all shower singers.
And I'm a car singer. I sing really loud in my car. And I can rap really good in my car too.
Really?
Yep.
What's your favorite song to rap?
Whatever I'm feeling. Like lately I've been on that Nipsey, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word for word?
Yeah.
I gotta see her rapping word for word.
No. You'll never see it.
Why?
Because I don't do that when other people are in the car with me.
That's personality. You gotta see that side of you.
I sing off key when other people are in the car, but I don't rap when people are in the car with me.
I definitely want to see you rap.
I got a beautiful singer voice.
In the shower?
Really?
Falsetto. Yeah, falsetto. I'll be hitting the notes in the shower.
Killing it.
And when I write songs in falsetto in the shower.
Do your shit, dog.
No. I've been on Nipsey, but you know who has been catching my attention? You'll be shocked because y'all know I don't like current shit.
Oh, shit.
I've been really liking Megan lately.
Really?
Yes.
You like her new song, This and Men?
Yes, but you know what I think it is? You know what I think it is about her? I think she has the 90s Lil Kim vibe to me. And since I was always a big Lil Kim fan, I think that's what made me kind of like her.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Right.
She like
She's doing her thing right now, man.
Yeah.
You know, even though I think she kind of admitted some stuff in that song.
It's okay.
Sound like she admitted some stuff in that song.
I just like how she came at him.
I'm just saying, because we've talked about it, and you were just like, no, never.
No, I'm just saying that, you know.
And he can't say
never
nothing.
would she be doing these type
the
of
judge
things.
said he can't say nothing back.
All I'm saying is I think it's, and there's always her side, his side, and then there's the truth. And I think when you put them together, the truth is somewhere in the middle. I don't think either one of them is necessarily.
She's starting to just reveal a little bit, like, yeah.
Like it might be more to it than what he putting out too, though.
Like, I was throwing that thing back. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Opening the curtains a little bit.
And I respect that.
A little bit.
I respect that.
Because she was sounding real innocent before. No, nothing. No.
The reason why I say I respect, like I said, if you think about old school Lil Kim vibe, Lil Kim used to just say whatever the fuck it was, and it was what it was.
But
and you was gonna respect
it. I like Megan a little bit. I think she can rap.
She'll probably be the only current person I listen to.
She's not rapping to me, but I think she can rap.
Not me neither.
I like her.
I know her biggest fan actually.
Mm-hmm.
So that's fucking terrible. But anyway.
I'm feeling
it. Is that like literal?
My kid loves her.
Okay.
I hear a lot of that shit in my house.
Oh, so you good. That's why I said something to you. And you reacted. I said something to him about the song.
Mm-hmm.
We were just talking about that actually, if you like, right? And he reacted like what? No, I don't like that shit. Right?
I haven't heard the whole thing. I only got to hear the clip.
When I'm now hearing that his kid is such an advocate.
He done that night. It debuted. So I heard it. Over.
Okay.
And hey.
So pretty much I just read into your future right there?
She walked into the studio and put it on the net. You gotta hear this shit.
Yeah.
On the live shit. I said I heard it. Well, I need to hear it in here.
Turned it up. She needed to get to hear it on the bigs.
It's dope.
She wanted to hear it on the bigs.
I like it. I like the idea now.
She got off. I liked it.
Yeah.
She got off. And I liked it. Like I said, it gave me Lil Kim vibes, though.
I don't like it because of Lil Kim, because Lil Kim write her own shit.
No, I'm saying in general, her style of saying,
Definitely
you know, what you didn't really hear people saying necessarily, I liked.
Can I ask a question? I'm not doing the things I usually do with you, but I'm asking a question.
Okay. What you ask?
Do you like it because, well, why does it have to have something reminiscent of something before it to be like, instead of just being like for something?
No, and I'm saying because I know I have a style that I like. And so that's why, you know, we talk about a lot of times I don't listen to what's current because I don't feel what I
She just
feel.
She might not have gave it that shot, but it reminded
her
her of that. So she was
when I really stopped and I was listening to her.
So maybe she'll give something else a shot now.
Probably not. It'll probably stop with Megan for a while.
You know, we're a lot alike, but I feel it. Good answer. Good answer.
You know, and what it was because I was listening to Tidal, and you know, sometimes when you pick a song and they start playing just, you know, other songs that they put in the mix, another song that she had came on, and I was like, yo, this song kind of dope.
That's how. That's what the thing worked. How it's supposed to work. Because that's what's supposed to happen.
But you know me. Normally I skip it anyway. Like I don't be giving a damn what they put in the mix. I skip it. Hell yeah.
You don't even see if you like it?
No.
Okay, listen. You didn't introduce the pod yet.
So?
Oh, good. I was just saying. Keep going there.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Yeah.
And a lot of times what I've also been finding, because I use Shazam a lot when I'm watching TV.
Now.
The songs that they be playing sometimes on the shows, and I'll be like, oh, I'm feeling it already be old. I'm just late to the game. So that's why I say currently, I think she's the only current person I listen to. Outside that, you know I don't give music a chance.
I got some girls for you. I give you a list of people you probably really like. Rhapsody.
Oh, I know. I said I liked her. Remember, we talked about her before. But I said I was late to the game because a lot of the songs I like by her are apparently old.
El Camille is a good one, too. You'll love.
Who?
El Camille. You would love it. Love it.
You know, at least I'm
They're
hoping.
dope and black and in touch with their femininity and everything.
It's all the package. It's just I get to play, but that shit is dope music. It's incredible.
Well, I said before, I found Rhapsody watching TV, though. That's how I came up on her. I know what you're saying, Tidal and stuff is for when they give you mixes, but I like to listen to what I like to listen to, which is why I typically don't go outside of my own playlist.
It's funny how you say Shazam, because I Shazam a lot of the shit that can be on them video games that I don't know necessarily. Shazam it, and I like it.
Games do a good job of like the forward thinking, or sometimes it's just they already know who's in place, and the labels put them in place. And then you hear so much when you're playing in the menus that you end up liking that shit. No, that happens. That's what it's for.
It works.
Yes, it does.
Programming, I love it.
But they do it a lot with artists that like haven't really broken through all the way. They'll give you a few like really mainstream artists, but in general they hit you with artists that are like, you know, that they trying
on
to
the
break.
cusp.
That they're trying to break, really. That they're trying to break.
That's what I respected from like the show Insecure and even All American. A lot of the songs that you're hearing are from people who don't get
all of the all of the black shows that are current have that little vibe. Mm-hmm. Even that 20 show. Mm-hmm. That's
how I found Rhapsody, I think.
On Lena Waithe's show on Showtime, right? Insecure definitely had that vibe. That they do that All American too.
Mm-hmm. That's how I found a lot of songs, whether it be R&B, neo soul, and just pop.
It's another show I've seen recently where that same thing came across. I'm saying, okay.
And that's how I be finding a lot of these people I've never heard of. Like you said, they don't really get that play.
They're playing a lot of like the new, like fresh R&B acts, and like some of the rappers that are like a little more obscure,
underground or whatever.
Obscure is the word I like. That's where I find a lot of shit that I wouldn't hear necessarily nowhere else. I get it with the Shazam. I wouldn't know who the artist would be when I run across it. It's some more off shit. I love it. Shout out to Shazam.
But I still like to hear what I want to hear.
I think we all like to
I don't like when they suggest stuff. I'm like, that ain't what I want to hear right now. Like I don't.
But what are you listening
on? Right now it's been Tidal because I had 3 months free. And I'm not going to lie, I'm tempted to keep Tidal. I kind of stopped listening to Spotify. I Kind of have to go
I
back.
already know. Ooh, I feel.
You know why I did.
I know.
But the Shazam is linked to that, so I kind of have to go back to it to get the playlist off of there. Right. I used to be a Pandora girl, but Pandora a lot of times
too random.
And then they play stuff like over and over. You'd be like, I picked this artist. I wanted to listen to more of that artist, not just two songs.
I want to get into that whole little thing with them introduce the podcast. On my own time. All right, own time. You have now tapped into the Deez Ninjas podcast, and we are so glad, so glad that you came to kick it with us. I am Clvb Dynamite, the coolest ninja you know, and I'm here with a ninja and a ninja. I'm here with WhatupVern.
What up, though? What up?
And I'm here with Taz.
What it do?
I'm so happy to be here. You feel me? How y'all doing?
Dope.
Dope? You doing dope?
Sometimes.
Like, right now? Right now? That's that shit, bro.
Right now, I'm just pretty, in my feelings, pretty good. I'm good, bro. Yourself?
Selfish.
Yeah, I done 2 cinnamon rolls.
You feel like you own dope?
No, telling how many extendos floated around. It's different right now. That's what I'm saying.
I'm feeling good.
I said it's different. It's up, as the kids say.
I'm feeling good.
So,
real quickly, what we were talking about. I've been in another car a lot this week, so I've been listening to the radio, right? And like, remember how we were saying they played like a nice, good 10-song rotation? Oh man, they didn't cut that down. It's like a nice 4.5 to 5-song rotation, and they'll randomly throw another song in that you may have heard over the last 4 years.
Well, it depends on what the channels you're listening to, and again, that's why I say I have not changed much because, can I say it? Like, I really only listen to 3 stations out here. I listen to 93.5 K-Day, which you know is going to play all old school like hip hop stuff. So it's not always the same 10 hip hop songs.
Right.
Then I listen to 94.7 because they be hitting you with the R&B vibes. Back in the day, it works for me.
It's definitely not the old wave.
Right. It's more my style of calm, but you know.
Right.
And then I listen to KJLH. But now that might hit, like you said, where they kind of be in that rotation.
Well,
but because
I've been listening to KJLH.
Right, but they give you a little bit of old school too. See, I don't really listen to the beat because then I feel like it's going to fall into what you said of the 10-song rotation.
I mean, but they're like the most current hip-hop thing. That's what DJ Head is. But
I feel like if I'm in a situation where I got to listen to the radio, I'm not comfortable.
Yeah, I don't listen to the radio often, but what I was saying is it's like 4 songs, bro.
I wouldn't know.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't know because of the 3 stations I go through.
I've had serious
that Pop Smoke song.
Wouldn't be on none of the stations I listen to.
Getting a lot of run, bro. They running that thing. And Kodak Black.
Ain't on none of the stations I listen to.
Yeah. Spins is up. Spins is up. Whoever's doing the work to get their spins up, Spins is up. That's the person. That's who needs the raises. Whoever is doing the behind the scenes work to get them spins up.
Now I see why my mama used to listen to. There used to be an all oldie station, and you didn't just hear the same songs over and over again. I see why now.
Yeah, you know what's funny is that those stations changed because we done got older.
Right.
So like the songs that you even want, if you want to try to go hear those songs. They're like super oldies now. Yeah. Like they don't apply no more.
They don't have a whole station to that.
That's why the wave is different, I think.
Because
the wave they have to adapt, and so like they become a little more current, and it seems like they're current, but they're not current at all. but it just seems like it because they're so much different than how it used to be.
Right. But I think that's why I don't have that issue the few times that I have to listen to the radio. Because like I've been noticing my phone has been doing something really crazy lately, where it doesn't always hook to the Bluetooth. But I don't be having time to, restart it and all that stuff. So I'll end up listening to the radio. But because I stay between the 3 stations, I can usually get from point A to point B and not be angry at all.
That tell you once, tell you twice, joint. They play the hell out of that thing.
I can't do the radio.
Woo.
I got satellite, and I've been dealing with Apple Music.
If Pop Smoke's business was in order,
he'd be making money.
His people
are
gonna be alright. They're gonna be alright. It's not fun.
I don't even know who they make it like that. I think that's just for us or a little bit younger people. I don't know. It seems like they're doing everything on their phone, so I don't even know who's listening to.
I don't know, man.
Well, because every once in a while you do have to listen to the radio, whether you at work.
There's
in my company truck, I gotta listen, but you know,
there's an audience, and even sometimes, even through like your phone and the apps, they can do that. You know, they can tap it in. It's people in stuff like beauty salons and barber shops and all that kind of stuff too.
I'm glad you said iHeart because that whenever I used to get homesick for Atlanta, sometimes I'll play the radio station out there, who still ain't playing nothing current because so it works for me.
Yeah. Well, you know, you can hear your radio station like you said from your hometown. I mean, it's shit. DJ Head and all them, they moving, they doing something. Radio station popping.
Right. So I wouldn't know, but I could listen through iHeart. So yeah. So you might have changed my perspective.
I'm not long for this anyway. This is something I've noticed, you know, in this time period. I'm like, oh, this is crazy, bro.
So they like how we grew up.
They are wearing it out.
Nah, not even close, and not even like y'all grew up. It's not like how we grew up.
They are wearing it out.
I think it was more than 10 songs in rotation when I was growing up.
I know Kodak Black song all the way by heart.
See, and that would drive me crazy. I would rather sit
I
in
like
silence.
Kodak Black though.
No, but I'm saying if it was the same song over and over, I'd rather ride in silence.
When I was growing up, you'd be listening to some shit any time of the day and you get something to break. You like, what the fuck was that? Any time of the day. Any time of the day. When I was growing up.
That being said,
and it wasn't really it was like a rotation, but
it's not even fair.
They'll drop a new one on any
time
of the day. Like, and the new, we just got this and dropped that. You be like, oh shit. And that was exciting.
Radio used to be cool when I was young.
I'm not docking, like I said.
And I think they may have like radio shows that last a little bit that they do that kind of stuff on, but it's not long. You know.
I think most of the radio shows now are in the morning though. Like we don't even. That's what I was thinking of being younger. You had certain radio, like you knew Theo was gonna be on in the afternoon, so you was waiting to hear that.
Like that.
And but I'm saying they're not as popping as it was.
That's because there's so much other stuff.
The dope shit is so serious. They got all this shit like they used to.
You know what? I will agree with you, but I will not.
What I'm saying is also what you're saying. The radio still does that. It's just that we're detached from it because we don't care about.
But no, they're not even as interesting when I said that because I just remember listening to people who had shows, and it's not me being closed-minded again, but it just seemed like they had a niche to them that like made them stand out. Like this person was, you know, for this, but almost to me, no matter whether I was here or I was in Atlanta, towards the afternoon, it just all sounded like somebody had a show. It wasn't nothing that made their show stick out more than others. You know, like you knew, like Big Tigger, when he did the afternoon, you knew it was going to be somebody on there that he was going to be interviewing, you know, based on that. I don't really hear that in the afternoon, so I really
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Well, you don't listen to the hip-hop stage, but hip-hop stage,
they still do all that.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to the LA Leakers.
Shout out to the LA Leakers. Shout out to,
They still have
homegrown radio.
Like that just barely.
That's what I'm saying. They still doing that. It still sounds the same on that front. It's just that when the songs come on, I'm like, well, heard that song 15 minutes ago. 1, 2, 3 Taco Bell commercial. Right. Okay, y'all gonna come back with tickets. Cool. Right.
Y'all crazy. I missed y'all.
Yeah, man. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's
cool. Back.
Thank you.
We had birthdays.
Yes, we did.
Aries. How you say Aries?
Yes, Aries.
Aries is already plural.
Yes.
Aries.
Can I tell y'all something? I would have made y'all proud over my time in Atlanta. I got to see New Edition.
Finally!
And I did not miss
this
a
woman
step.
Got to see New Edition.
I didn't miss a step.
Did you chase him down like a fan?
No, I didn't do that. I'm still waiting. I'm going to the residency when they are in Vegas. Like, that just, like, solidified it for me. But I
might be down to go to that.
I'm with. Let's make it a team thing.
I might be down to go to that.
Oh my gosh, when they did every little step, I'm telling y'all, I was like, hey, like I had the steps. I know, with the bad ankle and all. I was in there like doing it, like yes.
Yeah, I might be down. I might be down to go to that.
I definitely want to see their residency because I was a little let down. But before people throw stones, I was let down because I'm a true fan. So I know that when you go to concerts like that, They're not going to necessarily do the whole entire song. They're not going to necessarily get to the song you like.
You know they're going to do a lot of medleys.
Right. And so, okay, can I say this?
And they got a lot of material, so.
A lot. But I'm going to say this. As a true New Edition fan, I was really let down with how they did my boy Ralph. Because the way the show was set up, right? They did
Ralph was there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
They did, solid New Edition songs. They did about 3 BBD songs. They did about 3 or 4 Bobby. And about 3 or 4 Johnny Gills. Ralph got 1 song. And I'm like, now y'all asses know. Ralph had more than 1 song that he could have got away with.
Hear 1 song from Ralph.
No, but I'm saying.
Sensitivity, right?
That's the only song he did.
That's all we want.
No, I wanted to hear more than Sensitivity.
Which one? Name it.
I wanted to hear Yo Baby.
No, never heard of it.
Yes, if you saw, then again, I can't assume because y'all tell me y'all don't watch stuff anyway. Hold on, wait, let me finish. That was House Party. And then there was the one he did for Mo Money. Money Can't Buy You Love. He could have at least did that one. And I would have been content doing those 2 songs. No.
No one wanted to hear anything but Sensitivity.
No. What I'm saying is, even if that's what they wanted to hear, you got it. They could have still gave him 2 or 3 songs because they made it seem like he didn't have no other song. And Money Can't Buy You Love did chart, so
it's not fun when you're up there doing songs.
Exactly. So he could have at least did 2 songs.
He could have pulled that one out. The Money Don't Buy You Love joint. I agree with you.
That's all I was saying. Let's just be fair.
How's the hook on that go?
Money can't buy you love. Can't buy you happiness. True love can't bring. Oh, no money can't buy you love. Can't buy you diamond rings. But money can't buy you love.
I remember that.
You remember that shit?
I do.
You just wanted to get me to sing on the show.
I really didn't, but it worked together.
But nobody wanted to hear that shit.
I did. That's what I'm saying. As a true fan, I wanted to hear 2 to 3 songs from him too.
I do remember that song, but I'm gonna stand by what I said.
That's all we wanted.
No.
Yeah, man.
All I'm saying, but whether that's the case or not, what I'm saying
Johnny
is
Gill got to do some solo songs.
Yes, and I was disappointed because he did.
One of them Love You Right Way.
He did do that, but no. Let me tell you what disappointed me with that. They had him do a Teddy Pendergrass song, and I was like,
TKO.
It was TKO.
I can hear that.
But I just feel like I would have rather heard Fairweather Friend, which was actually his song, than hear him do somebody else's song.
TKO's a better song than Fairweather Friend.
But it wasn't his.
Yeah, but he was about to rock. He rocked that shit, right?
But it wasn't his.
But everybody clapped when you finished?
They were clapping regardless. He could have did the ABCs and they would have been clapping.
At concerts, it's really like always a fun thing when the artists step outside of like their material and like do stuff that they love.
I didn't want to hear that. And they actually could have did the newer song that he did, where he had New Edition singing featured on the song. I'm just saying, as a fan,
once again,
I could have picked a different lineup.
Why is there for new material?
No, it wasn't really new though. It came out years ago when everybody thought they were coming back out with their album, and they did.
Better play than the BET movies or the Lifetime movies. We don't want.
It came right after the BET
I love when I'm at the concert and artists is doing their song, and then the beat switch up to another song, and they still doing the song over the other. Oh, I love when they do that.
But you know who did mess up, and I can't tell if it was a new song or it was just an old song that no one really knew, was Jodeci. Because when Jodeci performed, they did some song, and like everybody was kind of like,
they was getting their shit up.
I don't know if this is a new one they got coming out.
Was it all 4 of them?
It was all 4 of them. It was all 4 of them. And Mr. Dalvin can still get it even in his older age now.
Jodeci was it. We don't care.
I do though.
Jodeci
did their thing.
Jodeci was helping me get laid early in high school.
Oh,
thank you, Jodeci.
Thank you, Jodeci.
Jodeci did their thing.
I'm just saying, like early on,
but of course, though,
when you was making them tapes,
Jodeci was connected to my experience.
And because of that,
play the whole album.
I would have rearranged the concert. I would not have had Jodeci open and then Charlie. I think Uncle Charlie should have went first because Jodeci was closer to like that realm of New Edition.
Right.
Yeah, and then therefore they would have been able to do a few more.
Charlie wasn't going for that.
I could see that, but I'm going to be very honest. I like Uncle Charlie. He just did not fit into that concert.
I can see that. He was a little off. That was That was just his.
They should have did somebody like SWV, something that body that was in that genre.
Yeah, I don't think he fit with that card either.
Yeah, it did.
That lineup.
But I got me 2 shirts. I was happy.
So it was Jodeci, Uncle Charlie,
and then it was New Edition, and they rocked that shit.
Yeah. I don't want to hear shit from Uncle Charlie. Nah.
It just didn't mesh well, not even with the flow of the music.
Give me an Uncle Charlie, / Gap Band.
Yeah, I need to be in that
another
space.
lineup.
Right.
Yeah, Parliament fucking down.
And then the DJ they had, he did it was a song that he did. So it was a known DJ, but he rocked it. So like in between, like you never felt the need to sit down because it was like a big ass party, and I did enjoy it.
Sitting down optional.
Yeah, there were people who sat down, but it wasn't a lot.
I didn't even sit down sometimes. Medical reason.
I was right, and that's what I'm saying. We had seats, but I'm just saying like he rocked it to the point you wanted to have fun. Yes, and the drinks were bomb.
These, okay, you know
the
what?
Drinks were bomb.
And I was from the offline. Good for that though. At least see, and that was worth it.
That was worth it.
Yeah,
that was a very good
That's
birthday celebration.
Happy birthday.
They had good drinks, very good drinks. My bartender shout out because he hooked my drinks up.
What you did for your birthday?
My birthday was kind of low key.
No?
He did the 420 the next day. He had to be ready. He had to be ready for 420.
I couldn't go party too long, man. But
I stars like Rocky and shit. You was training?
Huh? No, I didn't train. I had a good day.
Yeah,
I had a good day. I didn't put like too much on it, but I had a good day. Then I hung out with my people later on, and then I did 420 the day after.
Do you guys realize on the show at least 3 of the co-hosts are Aries? Vacation Barb, me, and you.
Yeah, so
I'm not sure of the other people.
I'm a Libra and I'm the best. So
No.
Virgo.
Aries.
Nikki's a Leo.
That's interesting, because I usually don't get along with Leos at all. That's interesting. And I love, shout out Nikki Savage, who I keep missing. That's my girl.
I miss having some dinner on the couch with Nikki in a while myself. Shout out Nikki Savage. Yeah.
And that's a
Vacation
shocker. I
Bar,
wouldn't have thought she was
Shanni
a
Love.
Leo.
Huh?
I wouldn't have thought she was a
What
Leo.
you thought she was?
I don't know. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man, my bad. Shout out to Vacation Barb and Shanni and Nikki Savage.
Hey, y'all, hey.
You're right, Cash.
Look, man.
That's because we just been
man.
vibing on the couch. You know, it happens
I'm
from
just
time
saying,
to time.
man.
But I want to shout them out. I want to shout out our listeners, too.
Shout out
Hey,
to y'all.
listeners.
I want to shout out our listeners.
Shout out to you listeners.
Thank you for tapping in. We much appreciate you.
Every time. All the time.
And every day.
See, another song just popped in my head. You gotta stop doing
What song
that.
popped in here right now?
No,
Because that wasn't even a song. I wasn't even doing a song.
But it still was I'll Be Sure. Day and night just all of a sudden popped in my head. You did that.
You know what? I'll tell you something. I don't know if I said this on here before, but I used to be jealous of I'll Be Sure because when he was out, my girlfriend at the time used to really like him. And she was like fire, so I like, no, I was delusional. I thought like that, that action could have happened. I thought that could go down. So it was like, so
I ain't like if he saw her,
he'll like her. Yeah, like you just said,
and if he liked her,
like that was a thing that could happen.
If he liked her, he could have her.
Like that was a thing that could happen, and I really like.
It's no shame in losing your broad.
Sure, bro. That was puberty to me, right?
No shame losing your broad.
You kind of crazy when you going through puberty.
Yep.
You like when you be saying you in love, you be in love,
and it's all hormonal,
right?
See, I don't know about none of that because I didn't fall in love till after puberty. So
puberty was wild.
When you were there, when you going through puberty, you like feeling that shit. You are dead serious.
So I had you hating my boy.
So I hated I'll Be Sure. Like I probably don't appreciate his music like I should.
Open that action right there.
Because I have like a deep rooted like animosity that I cannot get over from childhood.
You feared that nigga's coming for your lady. You could have lost your motherfucking lady to way less niggas. That's an honor, nigga. Like, that would have been an honor, nigga. I wouldn't have been ashamed of that person. No, like
he said if I gotta lose it to somebody, let it be I'll be sure. I'm with that.
To I'll be sure. I'm like, I lost some work. I'll be sure.
Know?
Like I let
Can't
her
even
work.
feel bad
I was
that
nowhere
one,
near
right?
that mature.
I wouldn't have been.
I was nowhere near that mature. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, fuck this nigga.
I done lost work.
It was pretty much like Little Caveman. You know, like that was what was going on. I was Little Caveman. Like I was real territorial over a nigga that came on the radio.
Man, I wonder if I would have had somebody during puberty, if Tupac would have been that for them. Because y'all know, I have been...
Hey, you trying to make me spit on my water?
For real, because you know, like, I just thought Tupac was the finest thing next to I don't know what. Like,
I don't know what.
She definitely had the bathtub picture on her wall.
I did, though.
I
did with the gold chains and everything. So, no, can I tell you guys this real quick? Huh? Yes. Let me tell y'all this real quick. So, you know how I tell you about my mom, right?
Did you see the excitement?
I did.
Yes. My mom was real, like, I'm going to admit it. She was kind of haterish when it came to her walls. She didn't want shit just taped all over the place. So she gave me...
Yeah. So she wasn't really hating. She was just protecting
No, she was
walls.
being a hater because she know her mama didn't do that to her. But the thing was that because I could only, like, tape my posters in certain places, had to be strategic. So it used to be I could only have it on the closet door. So one whole door was devoted to Tupac. And I had to try to squeeze everybody else into the other one. Then when he died, my mom got me these really big posters. She knew I wanted them on the wall, so she went and got them framed. Right. And so I had those hung up. Ironically, I also had Diddy, like, framed on my wall. And then she eventually gave me the back of the door, so I was able to have Tupac all down there. So I had that picture and just about every major Tupac picture in my room.
That kind of answers a question that we had earlier. We had an off-camera discussion a little while ago. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I might get it.
If Tupac was still alive, I'd be stalking.
That's how like you walk in that room and you hear the music. You're looking around, what the fuck? Yeah.
Tupac was that for me through puberty, so. And wasn't no dude hitting that Tupac, so.
I wonder if I know girl puberty ain't just fucking
probably not.
It was a guy puberty.
Probably not.
Or strenuous. It's very strenuous.
I don't know. They're probably
they had y'all hating, I'll be sure, so it has to be different.
That's him.
Hey, like I told you, it still affects me probably like a little bit.
That's funny as fuck.
See, and that's what the difference is. I don't think there was anybody growing up that I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't stand her because the dude would like her. That's who I aspired to be like. You see the haircuts, I'm like, I need that.
Probably like have a therapy session and they pull something out of there and like, oh, this is based on that I'll be sure shit. You stupid ass.
Yeah, I can't.
The I'll be sure theory.
This is tucked in there.
That's fucking funny.
Right? Hey, 420. How was your 420, Mike?
Yeah, I did it. I did exactly what the fuck I said I was going to do.
And what was that?
I announced it and everything. Said I ain't sharing no weed or blunts with you COVID mouth niggas. And I went and got me a gang of shit.
So you weren't festive?
With some shit. Oh, very. Solo. Solitude in the bunker.
Oh, it was like...
But it was fun.
Yeah.
I was fucking playing video games, online. I was just smoking till I was asleep. I ate good, everything. It was just like, it was really one of the best opportunities I ever had.
That's dope.
Talking on the phone, virtual, on the game. Other niggas smoking.
Oh, you play video games?
Yeah.
Oh.
Grand Theft Auto. Dr. Dre missions and shit. Yeah, one of those.
With other like-minded souls?
Oh, yeah. It was the whole thing. Niggas showed me car meets and shit. It was dope. You know.
I know how I can get.
You know. Yeah. It was one of those.
It gets really festive.
It's a chat room full of fucking weird heads playing video games at like-minded individuals. I had a really good time.
No, that's cool. I did too. I
had some good fire too. It was.
What was you?
There was some Tangy. You know, that's my shit.
That's your shit.
Yeah, right.
Still
to this day.
Okay.
I had some Tangy. I had some what was it? Granddaddy Perp. That was really fucking good this time. And some OG. But it was all nice.
Man, I went to an event and then another event based. It was like little festivals, type of day party, night party, essentially. And then kicked it with my people. But they were giving away all kind of shit. It was very festive.
That's a difference.
Hey, look, we could be gay, so they had like a little drink bar. Went to the drink bar and all the weed beverages, right? And they out there trying to, since how edibles can get you before you mess around and get caught up, right? So I'm trying all the drinks, all the fucking shots, all the different drinks they got, right? And the girl, when I get to like the third set of drinks, because like I'm like trying every flavor of every drink, and they got like 4 or 5 drinks lined up, right? So when I get down to like the third one, the girl's giving a shot. She's like, "So, are you sure
you want to continue that?
You gonna be able to do this?" She's like, "You." I'm like, "Man, I'm cool, man. Don't worry about me." She's like, "How's your tolerance, man? Don't worry about me. Pour them up, right?" She was trying to measure my own shit. She was kind of hating.
Did he catch up?
Somewhat later though. I mean, later, but after that was after.
You can't tell what it was.
Yeah. Like later, it was like a cocktail of everything.
See, that's what I envy. Where I'm at, I don't, at least, not knocking it. Maybe I just don't know. But there's no really sophisticated situations where you said there was a walk there earlier, and then there was other things going on. I don't have that where I'm at.
Where I was at too. Shout out to the ladies at Gorilla RX.
Shout out to Gorilla RX.
It's an all-woman owned dispensary.
See?
Okay.
Right.
Tennis went up.
Whatever.
Yes.
I support that. 110%. I will say my 420 was better than all of y'all. I spent it with my kids. I got injured at the end of the day, so I mean, I think I had it better than all you guys.
Definitely not better than mine.
Whatever.
Because I could walk up right after mine whenever I woke up the next day.
I was just kidding because I know the listeners were like, I always drop out of certain conversations that tells y'all I do not.
Oh, we knew you wouldn't be there.
I don't.
We knew this wasn't your road.
But I'm not hating on it. I know it's a true holiday for some of y'all.
She's a sober educator of young minds.
No, it was a fun day.
Good, man, and I'm not happy for Dad for your birthday, so it's fire every time. So
it's like a long ass holiday for me.
Yep.
You need those personal holidays.
I knew it was coming.
Right. But what was actually special and super nice was the big gift box that I got
for your birthday.
Because peep game, 420 for people that, especially like we're in California, right? So weed is all the way legal now, recreational, but we've had medicinal for a while. And so we've seen the landscape change a little bit, like the way it used to be, the way it is now. Like now you go in shops, you can set up like the damn Apple Store versus little grimy shops you can go to in the hood, right? But before, when you used to have your rec, it used to operate a little different. All the shops used to be a little more grimy. It didn't have like the nice shiny store that they got now. Mm-hmm. But 420 was a lot more fun because all the stores used to compete for your patronage, right? So they used to, So they used to just super deals, crazy stuff. Used to be able to go all the shops, and it was super festive because everybody was giving stuff away and deals, and everybody high fives and smoke outs. And so now it doesn't have. It's like it's like commercialized now.
But to be fair, the deals still be fucking good.
But this ain't nowhere close, bro.
Well, I wasn't in the game.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah, I get that.
I've only been to one dispensary, so I don't.
But that's what I'm trying to get across. Is it used to be like crazy, and you know.
Yeah, I wasn't in the game at that time.
But I did come across a box that was reminiscent of how it used to be.
And you got it for your birthday, or they were just giving them out?
No, it was a particular shop.
Okay.
Right? That was what their 420 deal was. They were giving the box out. You got there. They had a whole setup. And shout out to Mecca.
You know what, next
year? My people work out of there.
Next year, I vow right now to be somewhere festive for 420 on a legitimate mission to enjoy it more spiritually than I did. Because it was really spiritual this year.
It's a man. I'm gonna keep it real, man. It's about the fun and the deals.
Yeah. I'm gonna just
fun
take my
and the deals.
Xbox wherever I'm at this time and just go get the shit and smoke out of a hotel somewhere on there.
People get to celebrate and drink all the time, and like and make a big deal out of
St. Patrick's Day.
And you're not gonna see no like weed heads like passed out in the street, almost get their head ran over in the car by a car or some shit. It's just gonna be good.
Highly unlikely.
Good, clean fun, man. Everybody gonna eat at the end.
Right. I've never had a problem with 420. Most of my friends have always smoked, so 420 would be just another kicky time. I eat, I drink, everybody else get high in it. Cool.
It's a day, way to be open-minded.
It's a day for us to be upset, excessive.
Excessive. That's all. And we've always had. Even before it was illegal. We've always had good ones.
That's real.
Always. So it's nothing really new.
I do miss those old having your rec days.
I was talking about before recs, just to outlaw for 20 days.
Yeah.
We made it happen.
That's so silly.
No, that's real. It's real. So it was a cool week in general.
And that's good to Aries people. I'm glad you guys somewhat enjoyed your birthday and pretty much enjoyed your birthday.
So
I just need to get a good piece of tuxedo cake, and I will feel like
still ain't got that done?
No.
Anyway, you can get that done.
Because I did. You know what happened? Shout out to my mom because she tried. She didn't know really what it needed to look like because by looking at it, I could tell it was a try.
What's the flavor on that?
I want to say it's like chocolate and a chocolate mousse with a vanilla type of thing to it.
I looked it up when you said it because I'm like, what the hell is that? I don't eat a lot of like chocolate, so that's not high on mine. So, but yeah, it looked like a nice little.
It's really good. It's usually really smooth. But whoever made this particular batch, it was not very appealing. I did, though, to answer your question, tried to go back and get another slice because I know what to look for. But it wasn't.
Just go to another bakery. Or
does
it come in ice cream cake format?
No. It's a certain type of cake.
So
here's the problem. I can go to like Costco or Sam's and get it, right? But then it's going to be extra huge. And I ain't trying to gain all that back.
You just need a nice little cake.
Exactly.
So
maybe I'll bring it for the podcast and you guys can all try it and then I won't feel like I'm being a fatty.
That's an idea.
That way I can still get my cake and not feel like
you can just
I'm forced
a couple of pieces and just sit that shit by one of these tins.
So that's me.
They eat it.
Hey. That's what we'll do. We'll redo my birthday and I'll go celebrate it with the podcast.
Hey, I want to get in on that.
Okay, let's do it.
So
let's do it.
You bringing?
I don't know, but you know how I do.
As long as it ain't got no strawberries and no tomatoes.
Oh, we got you.
Okay.
I'm not trying to kill nobody.
Thank you.
I'm aware.
Let's do it next weekend. Birthday redos together because we weren't together for our birthdays.
Yes, and we can even extend that to another person who we won't mention. But
okay.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Certain circumstances, we let that person remain anonymous.
Okay, I'm with it.
Right.
Okay, for sure.
Aries turn up.
Whoa. It's like and we doing it while Taurus is going on, so that's just what it is. Yeah. I'm not even disrespecting. I'm just saying we just want a little more time.
I'm on this far from here right now.
We just want a little more time.
Whoa.
That's right.
All right. Let's get into a couple things that I saw that I thought were. Before we do that, rest in peace to DJ K-Slay.
That took me by surprise.
Drama King.
Rest in peace to DJ K-Slay.
Yeah.
Also known as Deez.
Deez.
Yeah.
That's his real name?
Yeah, no, it was a graffiti artist.
Yes, I remember. Okay, I'm sure.
He was DJ K-Slay.
Drama King.
He's, touched all over hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Put people on. So many people.
He was starting on Beanie Jada tapes. He was part of that. I know that.
Mixtapes, but he put people on.
Yeah,
he fucked with people like that was fucking doing it big. He fucked with people that was like lower
on the way
tier,
up.
On the way up. You know what I'm saying? He gave people that kind of boost that you see a lot of people not give. So
I hear nothing but great things.
Here,
seriously.
Here. And it's and like Cass said, the mixtapes, which is what we really got to experience. You know what I'm saying? Is the mixtapes. We didn't know them, like that, as far as personally, but the mixtapes and the series, like you said, the fucking like the battle series,
some of the greatest beats, the Drama King series, and all that shit. Yeah,
put on rappers like Saigon, you said the old Yard Father tapes, right? All the different shit like that, man. He did the songs. He just put out a song that had probably 99 niggas on it, bro.
Yeah, I remember.
It was for real. Like legit 99 niggas on the song.
I didn't know that. I only knew him
It was long. It was long. It was long as hell. But yeah, respect to DJ K-Slate. Yeah. Always been a pillar in hip hop. And one of the legends that we lost now. So rest in peace to his family and friends, and prayers and condolences. Yeah.
Yes.
Word.
Rest in peace, K-Slate.
Word.
Getting old enough for both hip hop people are.
Yeah, man. Hey, and COVID related.
COVID, right.
Yeah, I did see
COVID
that. I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, no. And he had it for a while.
Well, he was struggling for 4 months, 5 months.
He had it for a while, so the reports kept were changing, that he was doing well, and then he would take a turn, and then you would hear he's on a respirator, then he's off it. It was it's sad to see. So rest in peace to DJ K-Slate. Now, y'all see SeaWorld has a roller coaster?
No, but I want to go, even though I don't ride on roller coasters.
SeaWorld, they just ran out of stuff. They do a roller coaster now?
A jet roller coaster?
A roller coaster, bro. That hosts the same features of a Magic Mountain roller coaster.
You saw there's a new Magic Mountain roller coaster now,
Magic
too.
Mountain stay with the New World. That's what they do.
Yeah,
SeaWorld has one with no feed. No, you know how Magic Mountain be telling you it's the bottomless and all that. It's all of that.
They had one bullshit one a while ago. I used to go every year, but after the documentary, I don't know if they have to do the shows no more. So they pulling out the stops because I don't even.
So damn Shamu is no more Shamu.
I don't know if they get to do the shows no more
because of all the animals.
So
right
is
that Blackfish documentary? Yeah. They just be right. I think you got a better chance to see some penguins doing some shit.
But that'd be the only reason I would go to see what would be Shamu and the penguins. The roller coaster doesn't appeal.
And I guess that shit is cruelty to animals now. The dolphin shows.
They don't have the shows.
I'm saying this.
I know. That's not why I roll my eyes.
Are you an animal cruel? Are you cruel to animals?
I'm not cruel to animals. That don't mean I don't want to go and see Shamu do his thing.
I'm just checking.
I want to see Happy Feet with the penguins. It ain't got nothing to do with it.
I'm just checking to see if you torture animals.
When I went last time I went there, we sat down and read and they put on a motherfucking video of that motherfucker having a baby.
Last time I went to SeaWorld, it was.
I've never been to SeaWorld. My mom wasn't an amusement park person. I only went to Magic Mountain because they used to have children competitions there. My mom was not an amusement park person.
Going to children.
You still got to go on the rides and stuff, after you perform, because of course, wasn't nobody trying to let you do that before performance. But that was why.
I don't know what the protocol is.
He went for the girls.
No, it wasn't on purpose, but I didn't happen to be there a couple times on that day. All these motherfuckers walking around in they little cheerleading shit, nigga, it's a gang of them. You oh shit.
I was there on
Yeah, I didn't start going to amusement parks till maybe high school when, we would take field trips. So, that's how I went to Not Scary Farm. My mom wasn't an amusement park person. I didn't go to Disneyland until I was 21. What? Yes, you know why? Because when you go through Not Scary Farm and you go through certain little mazes, when you kind of know where to expect somebody gonna jump out, but they be finding places where you don't expect that shit. And anybody jumping out on me scares the shit out of me.
I'm not doing it. I'm not taking shit.
I'm not. They me. I knew you were gonna be there. Gotcha.
All the time.
I'm playing gotcha.
There were a couple of times that they did get me, and I was just like, no, this is not for me.
I wouldn't. They would have to full out like do some shit that they like. It's always fun though. It's like everybody got good.
Yeah, I didn't like a lot. Like I said, with you, it's a lot of. It's kind of predictable, but every once in a while, it might be a corner that's getting my attention, and that's usually when it would get me. But I'm not a roller coaster person, so it's almost like defeats the purpose of me going to music parks.
Like not a roller coaster.
No, I can actually. I'm tall enough to get on the roller coasters. However, I have this fear. I know y'all are gonna laugh when I'm gonna say it. Y'all ever see how when people be falling out of roller coasters? And I know that doesn't happen often. My fear is always I'm gonna be that one exception. So that's why I don't get on that shit. Because I said it'd be me to be the one time that the shit pop open.
I don't think that's irrational because I think that's the reason most of us get on.
See, that's why I don't get it.
Not falling out.
I'm falling out the fear, but it ain't irrational for you to think that it be you. I mean, I think about it every time I see it. The videos are so fucked up.
Of course, when you see the video when it happens, when I'm getting on, I'm not thinking about it.
Typically, a smaller version, which might not really too big.
That's why I don't do it. I'm too afraid.
It's fun.
Because this just fell and I don't want to replace it.
Locked up.
A couple of my former homeboys are roommates in our house. Yeah. I might go sad just because they hit me up. No. They were just all guys that I was with.
I said one thing.
I don't know. Wait, okay, so Daryl just said that basically what's her name? Jada's Nikki Savage finally addressed whether or not they're going to discuss it on the red tape.
I see.
She said they'll discuss it on the tape. Which you know why that's ratings because people assume
that's smart.
that they were going to talk about it on the first episode, so they watched it. Hey, you know I'm not against what you're saying. I was just saying I can see why that could be considered smart because of that we're going to watch it thinking she was going to say something when she didn't say shit.
No, Brian Tramp.
Well, he just posted out something since you said the whole time. Okay, well, you're drinking for me because I can feel it and I still got to drink with my one week. I saw your post. Just never got into it.
So like having one.
No, literally not watching here and there, but no, it's not like something that I don't know where to watch. the dip?
Not that.
Oh. That's okay. But I'm not a party pooper though. Like, you know when people go, I will once we get up there. I'm not holding them the whole time. Like, I'll stand in line with you and giggle and all that stuff. Some people do. Some people won't even go through the line, so they usually are the bad people. But I'm saying, like, I hang out in the line. Yeah, and then when it's daytime to go, I'll go on the other side and I watch people's stuff and wait for them to come in.
You can go to the amusement park anytime.
That's how you walk. Y'all just separate. I'm gonna walk across.
Well, have you ever seen that? Some people do that. They wait for people to go through the line and come down.
She'll do the whole
turnstile shit, the whole thing.
She's just gonna go through the other little.
I walk to the other side and reach all
I don't fuck with this gate.
I mean, that's so young.
And she'll hold like the bears, jackets, and all the stuff.
I ain't say I will hold it. I'll watch it. So usually that means they didn't let it on the floor, and I'm making sure don't nobody touch it.
That's cool.
That's what my nacho.
Well, I wouldn't put people's food on.
You like, hey, hold these in the air.
Now that I don't.
No, but that's cool.
Because I think the line is the best part. Like, I don't want to miss out on that.
Yeah, that's
the best part is the roller coaster.
No, the best part is when y'all having fun in the line.
The line is dope. The roller coaster is the cherry
we have a good time.
The roller coaster.
No.
That is the best part of the roller coaster, but the line is dope as fuck.
Now, I get on roller coasters every so much. I will never get on one that's got a loop. I did it a couple times. I used to get on Batman. Ironically, since we were just talking about Batman. And that last time of doing it, the thing kind of lifted too much for my comfort. Right. And I said that was it.
You weren't comfortable.
I used to do the Joker ride too, and I was just like, it's just not.
It's been so long. I gotta go. So
I feel like and we can all go because
I'm just gonna hang out in the line.
I'm gonna hang out with you. I can't get no shit for them time being. Situation is still fun.
We might have to go once a year. My godkids
we'll wait
all the time.
I'll just go another time.
Just go with your cooler, not broken.
Look, I'll go and I'll limp and I'll still watch the bag.
She wanna go.
And Taz can still go.
Yeah, because she got hold the bag.
She's still chill in the line and watch the bag.
Change for funnel cakes.
The funnel cakes hit.
Man, don't play with me.
I think that's why I like to go.
That's part of the reason I walked through the gates. Yeah, I know at one point of that day.
I'm not a big funnel cake.
Nigga.
But I'll indulge, but I'm not, I don't.
Tell
you
the
know
truth.
What we should do?
Tell the truth. At the end of the day, you're like, okay, that was now. So I'm more strong. But not you, it ain't no.
No, I just like it with all the powder on it. And sometimes the chocolate drizzle.
Like a nice crispy out of the juice with powdered sugar.
I work next door to the fairgrounds.
I was just about to say that's where we need to go. Is the fairgrounds. We need to see who perform it, and we need to take a group trip.
The fairgrounds usually got a little decent concert around there.
Yep.
Monica was next door to my job. I got to see that shit for free. I just use my key. Monica. It was
she
nice.
performing soon?
Anybody up?
It was last year's show.
She beat
September
anybody
is
up?
coming up, huh?
She beat anybody up? I'm pretty sure.
But I think Orange Counties is coming up, so we should go as a group. Because I heard, like, on the radio, here's the radio again, they were giving away family 4-packs to the fair, so that means it's got to be coming.
Oh, I know somebody that be doing shit on the radio all the time. I might have to listen to the radio.
Do you know I used to actually win on the radio? I've won a total of 4 times on the radio.
She's been on the
Really? Really? She's won on the radio? I won 3 times on the radio out here and twice in Atlanta.
I could probably get the tip.
She does hair for a living, so that she had a radio. She had going to the concert.
Man, I can tell you the best time I ever won on the radio was I was working at the bank and I was sitting in the car with the guy I was dating at that time because I was waiting for my shift to start, right? So I could get out. So I was like chilling, eating my breakfast. He didn't went to sleep. So I heard the thing on the radio and they were like, if you play John B, you would call in, you win $1,000, right? So I called and I happened to win. I was like, oh shit, I'm on the radio. And so, of course, you know, he woke up and he was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, no, like, I literally just won. So then they put me on. I won $1,000. And I was so hyped. The dude was like, you know what? And we gonna throw in some tickets to the concert. So I was like, cool. So me and my cousin ended up going. So it worked. Yep. He was still stuck, though. He was like, you really just won? I was like, yes, so shut up. Because they can hear you on the radio.
I never won shit.
Really? Yeah. I just have good timing.
I won a record once.
I always win money and concert tickets.
And I've gotten through on talk radio. Talk.
Mm-hmm. And you always have some shit to say. Yeah.
ESPN radio, that type of shit.
You got on ESPN radio? I haven't tried that lately.
It was a while. It's been a while. Yeah, I was hitting them over the head.
We know y'all got opinions.
I was hitting them over the head. Like, if this and then what and about that. I was a good talk show. Yeah, my name is my name.
The last time I went on the radio, I was on my lunch break. And I came back in the office and was like, I won Layla Hathaway tickets. They were like, why do you always win?
What is your secret?
I don't know. I just start calling, and then, like, thing is, when it's busy, you just gotta, like, hang right back up and then just keep redialing until you get through.
Yeah, everybody does that. What's your secret?
No, I'm saying that's all I do. I just got good luck, I guess. I just got good luck.
Exactly
what you just said.
Guess what?
But sometimes I time it out, though. When you're calling, you can't just constantly, like, sometimes, like, I'll wait a couple seconds and then I'll do it again. That's usually when I get through.
Never I couldn't even see that shit, man. So, I was sitting in the house when I need that dial.
Yeah. It
the
seems like
Snowfall is quicker.
But that readout might work.
You think so?
Yeah, it is. It's much quicker. Because all you're doing is you're hitting, and then you know, usually, depending on the type of phone you have, it pops right back up to ask you if you want to read out automatically.
I know, but I still feel like that same process that's going on the other phone when you press read out is still the same. I could be wrong. I could too.
I'm going to try again and I'll tell y'all if it works.
That's how I feel.
But it's got to be something I want to win. Like, I only really want to win money. There's nobody I really want to see in concert right now since I got to see New Edition.
But how about like you saw somebody that
and y'all needed me to call?
Yes.
I could try it for you. See if it rubs off for you.
What did you just run out of the concert tickets on?
Because they only let you win on the radio station every so many days.
Once you're banned, then you're banned. And then
no, because then what happens when it's somebody I really want to see?
They're not coming. You just said that.
No, I've said
it. Well, only
now.
Try to get good tickets then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could do that.
All the time.
Okay. Or big money. Like, I don't call it when they just give me $100. I do. It has to be $1,000 from me.
And if you win anything over $1,000,
so how about the? Because when I heard they're giving away right now, it's a gas card.
Yeah, but I need to
like
get
$200.
No, I need 1,000 or more.
You get 400 this night.
I'm talking about the radio.
Yeah, but you win everything and you split everything over $1,000. You're not sharing.
I will say that today we're talking about the radio more than I'm talking about the radio. Probably the last 15 years.
Hey, it's okay, man. It's okay.
Probably the last 15 years, though.
Shalom.
I don't do it. I used to download CDs. So
I think we all did.
It's been a while.
All did.
It's definitely an interesting topic. It's such a thing that was so important. That's
it was
kind of like doing that, but at one point in time, it was right. That's what it was.
Especially when it's like somebody, again, I'm fangirl. I remember it turned out to be his last interview. They did, it was a Tupac interview on the radio, and they've been talking about it all day, and it was like, oh.
Like this a drinking game.
What? But I'm saying when they did it, though, I was just like, I had to stay up all night because it didn't come on till 10. So it was like I had to be on so I could record it. Mama thought I was crazy as hell because she was like, why do you need to record it? You could just listen to the damn thing and be done. But then it ended up being his very last interview. I ain't doing this. What are we talking about? What happened this week? I ain't doing this with him no more.
Alright.
He's fired. He's fired.
He's back.
Fuck it. We here. It's Kendrick season.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like Kendrick. No, I'm just saying, I don't really listen. No, it could have been I just hadn't.
I know, but it's different. His shit is different, though, than the normal shit like that you don't listen to. He dude is like an artist.
But I'm saying, usually, I don't give nothing a chance to even know he was different.
Right.
No, it stands out. It's like, he's like, ribbit. You like, something's about to happen.
Yeah, I feel
I do like it.
What's going on here?
Something's about to happen.
Something's going to go down.
All right.
He gives me LA vibe, like in a good way.
It's Kendrick season. Kendrick done dropped the release date. I've been asking for the Kendrick album shit for about the last year, probably. On this, whenever we talk about music and what's upcoming, I'll throw that out there. So. Yeah.
Very excited. Very excited.
I don't share y'all excitement, but I'm pretty sure it'll be good.
It's going to be excellent.
Okay.
I like changing.
I'm sure y'all will tell me about it. And then you'll force me to listen to.
We're going to get some jams. He dropped the release date. He dropped the title, Mr. Morale and the High Steppers.
Okay.
Which is probably a picture of High Steppers.
Something, or some people out here high signing, like everybody's doing it big. I don't know.
I can't guess everything.
He cool though. I like it.
I'm pumped. And really, we got a span 4 weeks. Pretty big artist.
If you coming next October,
Pusha came yesterday. Which was Friday. Pusha T came out. Future coming next Friday. Jack Harlow coming the Friday after that. And then Kendrick. So everybody getting their thing off and then getting out the way.
That big.
I have to take y'all word.
Yeah, you would.
I have to.
That's okay.
And, I don't share excitement right now. I'm trying to find it, but I don't. It's not hitting.
You just said you like Kendrick.
I do like Kendrick, but not in the way that y'all obviously like Kendrick.
Like
y'all got a whole countdown going. Like,
I do.
And then I'm saying, even with all the people y'all threw in between, none of that just made me go, ooh.
Oh yeah, we know you don't care about those guys.
And I feel bad because I feel like I'm supposed to care because I really do like music and I like this format, but it's just, it only took, again, you know how we've talked about growing up when Snoop was about to drop an album, I got excited. Podcast album, I'm ready. Even, I'm gonna shock you. Even when Big was supposed to have his album come out and he announced it before he got killed, I was excited.
Like After Death.
Yeah, I was excited. Right. I haven't gotten that excited about anybody dropping an album except when they said the edition was coming with a new one. And it didn't happen.
Okay.
Right.
Well, listen. You don't know about the kids and shit. Did you watch the Snowfall finale?
I did. Y'all know. First of all, this one they got on me about not seeing it before I get here on Saturday. He knows that the weekend is usually my time to catch up, but I made it a point to watch it before coming here.
Hey,
I watched it yesterday.
Taz.
I did. Yes.
I didn't see it.
What?
I'm just playing.
Oh.
See how you react. I did.
Well, I'm not surprised. I saw it, and now I am pumped for them to come back next season.
Okay, wait.
Because I'm going to be very honest with you. Here is my critique. This was not my favorite season.
Not his either. He said the same thing.
This was not
and I'm
my
going to be honest,
season.
I have some critiques on this season too.
Yeah, wasn't my best.
But Cash definitely was telling me early in the season, he's like, bro, I'm not sure about this season.
I'm with you.
I was right for Shalom and honor of
They
Avi.
did end it well, though.
Shalom, Avi.
They ended it well. I would say Mom Dukes, I think people were sleeping on her because I was seeing a lot of comments. I'm like, Mom Dukes was a gangster and you knew
I'm going to say it really tightened up for me after the tiger jumped on the guide on that episode.
No, because the wedding still threw me off. I was like, what the hell?
I can deal with the wedding. The tiger shit was wild.
The wedding for me was like, it was a way of Franklin kind of trying to realize some things about himself, and then he needed to go through that little change.
We didn't need a whole episode of it though. Like,
we did.
No.
We went through stages of it.
Yeah, it meant something.
And it was a divine line in the same moment with him and Louis.
Man, do y'all think she gonna make it out of this series alive?
All right, wait, before we get there.
We
can theorize, but before we get there, because we definitely can theorize, right? What's another episode? I want to go back to the time.
Oh.
The season's over now, right?
Yes.
The season's over.
But we still can't drop too many spoilers for those.
Hey, look.
Some people who are like me,
over.
you know.
No, listen.
They're workers, okay?
Listen. We love you. So, if you watch Snowfall and you have not watched it, fast forward a few minutes. Spoiler alert. All right, we about to review the season a little bit. It's over. It's over.
We're going in.
Season is over. Now, if you take too long to watch it, I said,
know that I'm not judging y'all because I know how life works.
I'm not judging them either. I'm just saying that now
you weren't even on it with us for a while.
So now we can go in.
Okay.
Like I said, Cass was telling me off the jump, right? I don't know, bro.
Yeah, this season was not even.
I don't know, bro. Right? So, I give you your props. Not your props, but your foresight. Right? Your foresight. The Tiger, like I said, it did kind of uptick a little for me after the Tiger. I thought that was going to be like really bad. I thought that was really
It was just extra unrealistic. One thing I'll give this show is that it was always kind of realistic to me. It was like, so we have a racist man with a tiger in the middle of the hood. It
was they just happened to go into the house with the taxidermist.
And we pointed out the fact that also when they shot, they brought the dude in the car. The dude in the car, they hit his shots before the tiger got his people because they did shoot. Dude in the car just sitting there, the lookout. Come on. With the tiger. When they went, when Franklin took them back there, and they shot, and the little nigga just sitting there like he didn't hit a shot.
No, he wasn't. He was totally unprepared.
Or the screen.
Look, big game. First of all, he just all willy nilly went back to the house with the tiger. So, was the tiger roaming when he left, or did the tiger just magically get out of the cage by itself?
Well, Upshaw got him out and left waiting for the tiger to get up.
Why?
Because
that shit dropped right back down to the close.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I'm just all right, but after he closed, so if it was a loose tiger walking around there, why was Franklin just so willing to go in the back where the loose tiger was walking around? He go in the back where the loose tiger was walking around. It seemed like he was counting on it. He go, but still, so you're not gonna get 8. It's gonna eat them.
Right, I see what you're saying. You just assumed they was gonna get the other person, not you.
To take the chance. It was more them than him. So odds are it will get one of them before him.
It was a very
it was lazy. It was like that part was lazy.
I want to know I want to know how they got that all the way through the writers' room, in the production, out of production, post production, and they said it's gonna be in the season.
Rest in peace to him.
So
but you know, if John Singleton was here, that shit would have never made it.
Wouldn't have made it.
It wouldn't have. I'm sorry. Think of all his work, and I ain't never seen no tiger pop out of
I ain't seen no tiger.
That shit was lazy, and it was just I don't know. I guess that's how they thought they had to tie some shit together, but it was.
But lazy. I felt like the season dragged though a lot of the time. Like this was not a very good. It wasn't an exciting season to me. You know, like normally. During the seasons, I would why am I getting tongue-tied?
Yeah,
I would see Snowfall, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait till the next week. And you know how, like, we talked about it, because of the way my work schedule is, I typically don't see the shows the night they come out. But I used to be like, I gotta see Snowfall tonight. Like, I can't go to work and not see it. Not that I'm discussing it with first graders, but still, it was like I had to see it.
Hey, y'all see Snowfall last night, little niggas?
But this season did not do it for me. I was just kind of like, okay, I can watch it when the weekend comes. Like,
for me, the Tiger episode after that, when Teddy got shot and dipped on everybody had picked up. What I can say about the season is I didn't see a lot of the things happen. are happening this fast. I didn't see it happening this season, so it was pretty, I still had some surprises, but overall, it kind of didn't pop for me this season. It's kind of slow. They drug.
Yeah.
I think they could have got a lot of that accomplished in more in shorter span.
I'm still lost on the baby mama. I'm like really need to understand where she came from and get a thing.
I think they just relying on us to be smart enough.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I don't like shows like that when they just throw characters in there. That actually is a pet peeve of mine.
You like her wig?
No, I do not like her wig, but that's not my biggest issue with her. I like her. I just don't like the way they just threw her character in there. I did like how Gangsta Moms ended up in the season finale. Yes, in the season finale. Because there's the thing. I think with Dad, everybody knew Dad was Black Panther, right? They always kind of overlooked Mom. And I think they're going to learn, like, Mom got a side to her. Like, Franklin didn't just get it from Daddy. I think she is just as gangster as Uncle Jerome, a son. If anything, I think she might be a little bit more ruthless. Because Mama Bear is going to always protect her cub, no matter how old he get.
I think she got lucky. KGB shit only worked because this shit fell apart. She got lucky. With her plug, with the KGB dude. It's only worked because this shit fell apart. Otherwise, that shit was going to look real fishy. If Franklin shit never fell apart with Louis, she couldn't have never introduced that element. The dude she worked with from Cuba. And I don't think Franklin's daddy dead.
Oh, he's definitely dead.
I don't think he did.
He's definitely dead.
Well, I'm just saying we theorizing.
But even with what you said with the KB...
Wait, say what you say. Run that back one.
Well, okay. You remember how she came to Franklin like that? Like, I got away to get Teddy?
Right.
I don't think she could have kind of introduced that without the fucking shit, the events that happened the way they did.
No, not in that way. No.
Because it was like, the way she able to use it now was more conducive, which makes it look gangster. What makes it look gangster because it's gonna help, but otherwise, I didn't know. I didn't know how she was gonna bring that shit out because dude wanted to fucking wiretap Franklin.
For me,
I just wanted to know what dude really was. So now that I really know where he, I wanted to know what organization he was.
But yeah, they held that for a minute.
Yes.
But you had to know that she was about that life though, because she was the one that's been on trying to get revenge for her husband's death. Like. She was. I think what I'm saying is in the previous seasons, it's always made it seem like that was just Franklin's mom.
No, she's been kind of come off as kind of timid.
Yeah,
and just kind of go with it. That's my son.
Yep.
And standing by the son, but kind of timidly standing by the son.
Exactly.
And this time now she's looked at as like there's a level of aggression. She's like trying to get this done. I think the first time we saw it actually was when she was willing. They didn't really show it, and they when they came back because they did this before, and it's not as big of a gap, but like they kind of went away, and Moms was just kind of like aware of what's going on. When they came back, she was like full-fledged working for him.
Yeah,
like that in that little time period when she was like down. Mm-hmm. I think that's when we started to see. Okay, well, she got the capacity to.
Run some of this shit, do some things.
To be down and to be able to turn her eye where you thought before that she was going to be, oh no, I'm never going to accept that drug money type mom.
Yeah, I was like that season 2, season 3 guy.
Yeah. But it said, right, when they came back, she was like all in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. When she found out what he was doing until. Yeah. Overall, man, I got concerns, Like I say, I was playing the game, trying to see who was kind of most clean. They all dirty. I had to go with Oso. Like, he don't.
You think he was most clean?
For the most part. For the most part.
Hell nah. Oso has been in the game since the very beginning.
But I'm just talking about
Deez. No, not clean.
Deez.
Even with the Deez,
he said as far as honorable, his actions have been pretty much honorable in the realm.
Oso was out there killing people from the very beginning. How is that clean?
Within what they're
all dirty.
They're all dirty. So he said,
no, Mom isn't dirty.
Huh?
Mom isn't dirty.
No. Mom is, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was starting to think Mom might be a little dirty. Her wanting to get Teddy could could
jeopardize the shit.
Could make her do something to jeopardize something. Make her make a dumb move. Make her not make. And it still could. It still could happen. We're still in that world because now she's just introducing what that situation is to Franklin. So
I'm just really here's my theory. I don't think that Louis is going to make it through the series alive.
Okay, now we're here.
I don't think so.
My guy Jerome is going to make it through the series alive.
Really?
I don't think Leon gonna make it out.
You don't think Leon gonna make it out?
Nope.
All right, so yeah, I'm saying Jerome not gonna make it out.
We know Jerome ain't gonna make it. That's the writing on the wall with that cat.
You don't think so?
Hell no, not a chance.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this: whose side do y'all
Louis
think
is
he's gonna
definitely getting
do?
Jerome killed.
Huh?
I can see that, but I'm saying if he has to choose sides between his family and now his wife, who you think Jerome taking?
His wife. That's why he's gonna
You
die.
think so?
Yes.
He loves her. And
He does love her.
You really saw that he loved her when they was on the LSD
At the wedding.
He loves her, but
he loves her. But he loves his family.
he loves his sister.
He loves his family.
Yeah.
Right, as far as his sister, but when they were off the LSD, I thought what I got out of that show, right, is that first Franklin had his demons that he had to face, right? But also, you got that connection between the uncle and Louis was like, if you might have thought that it was shaky at all,
it ain't at all.
It's not at all. And that's what they clearly show. When they went in on that little thing, that showed you that they are in sync on that level. You know what I'm saying? Both when they both were spilling their feelings out and they was off the shit. Right? Others, if it was something different, that would have came through like it did with Franklin. Right? But they're completely in tune on that front. So she's gonna get him killed.
Yes, she is.
But if she gets him killed, then that
not
signs her.
Kill him.
No, I said if she gets him killed, I think that signs her death certificate too, though.
Mo gonna do it.
Because I don't see the family letting that ride.
No. You're not get him killed. Like what I'm saying.
Right, I'm saying I
she's
get
gonna
what
do
you're
something
saying.
dumb.
Right, that's gonna cause him to get killed.
Yeah,
and I'm saying that I feel like that's going to sign her death certificate for sure because they're gonna blame her for it.
Well, they're already pretty much at war. That's done.
That's done.
They already at war. That's
like, yo, when he whispered and said Louis did it, I thought that nigga was about to have a heart attack. Like the way he started shaking up in that hospital bed, I was like,
yeah, they're at this point they're at war. So,
and the only one in the middle is Jerome because we already know his mama is gonna choose his side. She likes and loves Louis, but that's her child.
No, she's definitely that's
only
Franklin's
one's in the
mama.
middle
She's definitely
is him.
Franklin, and like she said, and he said, like, hey, what he told her, like, you're not responsible for what I am now.
Yeah. You
right?
tried your best.
And she took that in. She know what it is. And she been in denial somewhat too, right? But that kind of put it in place for her too. Like all that stuff he was in denial about, get it out of here because it's real.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering what that's going to do, though, between Jerome and his sister. Because from what I can tell, I think it's just the two of them, And we've seen, like, that bond that they got is, like, real different.
Well, I'm sure that we're going to get some deep moments between him and his sister over the next season, right? We're gonna get that moment.
The final season going to be fireworks.
Look,
Oh, is the next season the final season?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here. Where I've been at?
Atlanta.
Whatever. People watch Snowfall in Atlanta. Speaking of, I know I'm going to change subject real quick. You know what I tried to watch today, actually? Atlanta. Because you were the one who told me, like, I was sleeping on that show.
I'm saying that you are.
I started with this last season. I hate to say it, I've only liked, 3 episodes.
Started with last season?
With the current season that we're
on. Damn, this is
I can't really go back because then I wouldn't. Let me tell you why.
It's not a current events type that you got to go back.
Okay.
It's a really hard to pick up this season. And me speaking from someone who's seen this season, it's really hard to pick up this season.
Well, the episodes that I saw, I don't feel like were connected necessarily to what happened in the beginning. Like, I saw the first episode for the season where it was, about the little boy who died. Then I'm
not all the way caught up.
Oh, well, that was the first season.
I've seen the first 4. I've seen the first 4 of this season.
Well, I saw that one. And did you see the one where it was the reparations episode?
Yes.
Yeah, I liked that episode. And then I liked the very last episode. But the stuff in between, it kind of dragged for me, which was why I stopped watching the show to begin with. Because sometimes it just drags.
It's very artistic, like as far as I could see that. I ain't gonna lie, I can see it.
I'm gonna try to go back now that I'm caught up where we are. But
I can see it.
Why it kind of drags for me.
I can see it. Like You know what I'm saying? Like, if it doesn't catch somebody, I can see why. It's kind of off. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's.
I just think you gotta see it all to be able to know where
but them
at.
3 episodes they caught me.
Yeah, but okay.
Because that's what made me keep watching.
So you like the reparations episode?
I did, and I liked the very first episode.
So you like the first episode?
I did.
See, so because you know what that is. That's all. That's right on purpose. She was feeling them shits.
I wasn't gonna say shit. I ain't gonna.
But I like the way it was written, and I like the way they put it.
They were excellently done. They were excellently done.
Yeah.
Excellently done.
I saw them. Yeah.
I didn't love the way they went so far left early. You know what I'm saying? How they doing stuff like outside
the first episode.
I'm just saying, like, I know they do that sometimes. Right, randomly
well,
they just randomly they'll give you a hey, okay, this was different, which is what they did with that one and what they did with the reparations one, right? Then the other ones were more what.
Well, this very last episode, I think, was in that realm. It kind of dealt with.
I haven't seen the last one, so
I know that's why I'm not gonna ruin it for you. But I'm telling you, like, it's like in that same realm, which would make me kind of backtrack and was watching the season. I was like, oh, I see why you recommended it. Then it has some episodes in between. I'm like, this is why I stopped watching.
A bit of that is an odd decision. I'm wondering what he's doing as far as just presenting it, because it's a show. It has it has its core characters, and that sounds like really that's what you're not really fucking with. Core characters, and you like when he does the other stuff, right? But it's just odd how he's doing so much of the other stuff right now in this final season versus the stuff.
This is the final season. What is going on with all the shows ending now? Like,
well, that's what happens. Eventually.
Blackish just had their final episode.
Eventually, but all of
like
him, he's working. Like him, he's working. I haven't watched all of this season. I watched most of it so far. He's working on a new series, right?
Okay.
Okay.
So is that cartoon thing?
He's doing the thing that it's called Hive.
That where
the Obama doc. Okay. Right. Blackish, I don't know what that cast is doing, but I know Kenya Barris is doing something else. So he's the guy.
Yeah, I will say I saw the episode. I did appreciate the way it did, like a first episode to last episode thing where kind of
the finale.
Yes, it opened up like it did the first one. I loved it. I just watched it last night with Mom. So I was really happy.
I love the show. I've been watching this since the beginning.
I'm sad that it's over, and that's what I'm saying. I'm noticing a lot of shows are coming to a final end this year, and I don't know how I feel about that. But here's the thing: some shows that need to end won't seem to go away.
Right, but some of them will come into it like just a conclusion, and it's like Blackish. Blackish,
no, they could have went a little bit longer. They could have gave them more season.
All of the kids is getting.
But then, no, think about it, the twins are still in high school.
They're about to be out of high school.
Right, we could have did one more season and let them graduate. We didn't have to take Devontae all the way through. You know what? It's just that I really appreciate it. Number one.
It's like, it gives it, because when you do a show for this long, the people that are attached to the show for this long.
But let me say this. I have to shout out Kenya Barris. Little known fact. He is an alum of Clark Atlanta University. So I gotta shout that out all the way. Shout him out for always giving us the shout out on the show.
Motion, once I see the hand motions,
that's right.
I'm like, here we go.
Let it be known he is a Panther. So I loved it. I loved the way they tied in a lot of the current events into the show. I liked the way they gave us a lot of culture in the show that we didn't get on a lot of shows. Like, that gave me old show vibes, like, when 90s when we had Living Single and all that stuff. That's the vibe I got from the show, and I liked it. Not all the way, because let me tell you, we were just talking about, me and my friend were talking about that difference between the Cosby Show and this show. Cosby Show was straight comedy. Everything was always funny. It was very rare, even if it was a serious topic, you found some humor in it. With this show, they let you sit in. When they almost divorced, that was real.
It got dark.
It wasn't funny at all.
That season got dark.
Yeah, very. And I like
they'll do that sometimes.
And that was very realistic. And that's what I really liked and appreciated about that show. I really did. I did. Yeah, I miss this. Shout out to Blackish.
Oh, we did that. What you want? Pictures on those.
Oh, goodness gracious. All the time.
Y'all see this shit about the couple?
What couple? Oh!
Spent $500
Yo! Can I, okay, you know I've been waiting all week to be able to say this.
I've seen it, but I don't read it.
Yes. Can I tell you something? I am not going to anybody's wedding where I got to pay for my own meal. I'm just not doing that shit.
That was part of it?
Yes! That's how, like, you pay for your own. If I gotta get on my phone and, like, actually pay for some shit for your wedding, you ain't getting it again. It's just not gonna happen.
I think that's fair.
Like, I just paid for my own food. You could have went to the courthouse, got married, and then we could have all went out to dinner and paid for our own shit. Would I get dressed up to go pay for some shit at your wedding for? No. Not doing that. Not gonna happen.
All right. From what I was reading, everybody was kind of on board. People, they understood what the couple was trying to do. Right? So everybody was, I don't know what the pricing was or what they were serving, none of that. I don't know. I thought it was kind of a smart way to approach it.
The headline made it seem like an innovative idea, but I don't know if you had to
Because you pay for your own.
But you know what you said is really fair. Like if
I can appreciate what you said as far as the gift. But if everybody if they sprung it on me when I got there, that's different. That would be a different deal.
They didn't say. I don't know if
they didn't. Everybody understood going in what the approach was, where they were coming from, as far as what they were trying to get done, and how they were trying to get it done. As far as
maybe they were young couple. Like that was cheap.
It may have been cheap. That part, I think, part of it is that it was cheap, but we don't know. I mean,
but that's what I'm saying. You don't even have to do all that. There are so many other options. You can literally go to the courthouse and get married.
That's not what they wanted to do.
Celebrate.
Did you look at it? Did you check it out?
Yes, and I still felt like that was cheap. To me, and this is just me. If this is what I want, if I want all of these things, then I'm going to pay for them. I'm not going to be looking for you to be like, okay, I'm gonna chip in on the flowers. I'm gonna chip in on it. Like, that's not what I think it should be. And I really feel like, because turns out to be your celebration, no different than when people have birthdays, right? I assume when I throw some shit for my birthday, I'm mostly coming out of pocket, right? So I feel like if that's what they chose to do, and again, not knocking them, can't judge, it just could not be me. If I was going to do all of that, then I might as well just go to the courthouse and save my coins and put it towards what I really want to put it towards, instead of looking for everybody else to do it.
I think that's kind of what they did. They just took the coins that they were willing to spend on this.
Right, and then look for everybody else to pay for it.
And I don't know these people. I don't know.
Tony said pitch in on a party, goddammit.
No. No. It just, something just feels like so...
That's a different way people pride is set up. Theirs not set up that way. That was with it.
Yeah, but I'm going to your wedding and then I got to get on my phone and pay for my meal. Like, I could not do that.
I mean, you're willing to go out with people and pay for something all the time. I mean, a lot, right?
But that's not the same as when you go to somebody's wedding.
That's just how you have been perceiving the wedding. That's just how you've been perceiving it. Just saying. You're willing to go out with someone and to, you know what I'm saying, and whatever, split your part of the bill and pay for it on wherever you're going out, right?
Okay.
You're willing to do that, right?
Yes.
What makes this any different?
It's not.
It is different.
Why?
Because it's the same thing as if you invite me to a party, right? And you say, oh, we're going to have food and drinks. And then it's like, oh, we're going to have food and drinks, but anything that you decide you want, you got to pay for. Like, you got to pay for that bag of chips. You got to pay for this. That just seems to me as like, so why did you have the party? Like, I don't believe in that. Like, I just don't.
No,
that would be like, we're going to have a funeral and I say at the repast, if you want to eat, you got to pay for your meal.
Everybody can understand where you're coming from because, of course, it's unconventional. All right?
It's not unconventional, it's cheap.
And it may be cheap. Look, and it may very well be cheap. Not even... going to argue that. I think that's exactly what it was cheap. But
I believe if you can pull out the idea, you shouldn't be able not to have something because you can't afford it. If you can get in the way that don't hurt nobody and you're not embarrassed.
Like I said, if they sprung it on everybody when they got there, and they everybody to the wedding, they thought it was a conventional situation, and everybody pull up, and it's like, oh, you're here, and it's like people trying to eat, and they're like, oh yeah, we got the little app. Download the app. And you know what I'm saying, and then you order the food off the app, and there was some deal like that, then I would 100% be with you.
But I feel like there are ways, like, weddings don't have to necessarily cost you a house note. Some people choose to do that. It's everything that you want. Now, this one is
plenty of other ways you can
right,
do it.
That you
We're talking about this way.
Right. That's not a way that I'm going to do. Put it that way. If I do get married ever in life, just know you guys will not have to pay for your dinner, okay? Yeah. I will throw that in there, but I'm expecting a gift. Right?
Okay.
But if I make you pay for your meal, you ain't got to give me a gift.
Okay.
That works.
I'll say the same.
Okay.
Word. Yeah.
But, and that's what I'm saying, though. Like, so people chipped in and paid for flowers and had to buy their food, too?
I don't know this couple and their friend group, but like I said, they said everybody was in on it. Like, you maybe not understand.
But that, no, and I understand it, but I'm saying that's the problem that I have. So I was in on to say you needed help.
I
bought your flowers, but I still got to pay for my mood, my meal.
In on it.
Well, no, what I saw on, because they did have it on TV, because they interviewed her, like, people went in and said, okay, I'll pay for your flowers. I'll pay for this, which is cool. I think those are good friends. But if I do that and I still got to pay to eat at your shit, like, that's not
maybe they had it. Maybe it wasn't a deal because they had it.
Hypotheticals. I just,
Would you do that?
I mean, if I was that kind of person.
It's like hypotheticals based on... It's like hypotheticals based on ethical.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it if it worked for all that's involved.
The fact that everybody was in on it is what makes it work for me.
It hit your heart.
They had the support from their peer group, and they made it work. That's cool. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, the fact that, like I said, the fact they got everybody in on it.
Did they still get gifts?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
I'm going to read the story about
Stingy?
If I'm paying for your wedding, I'm not no. Nope. I'm that person, so yes, I am that person. If we going somewhere for your birthday and I gotta fly out like the country and shit and I'm paying $1,000, you ain't getting a birthday gift. Me being there is your gift. If I helped you pay for your wedding, you're not getting the gift. That is your gift. It's your gift.
But you're not helping pay for the wedding, you're just paying for your own meal.
But that's what I'm saying. She had friends who paid for flowers and shit, and they had to buy their meal, and you still wanted a gift?
Don't go.
Don't eat.
I'm good for that, too. I know I just said that on the podcast, but I'm good for not going to shit.
God, Jesus. Like, you see the invite and they got the instructions, like, nah, this ain't for me. I ain't going. Don't go. So,
and I would still get them a gift.
Okay, send that shit.
Yes.
No, it ain't no need. That ain't your kind of vibe.
He's like, oh, y'all gonna be on the highway?
I'm good for shit like that. I can't.
How about you pull up, you like, this it? This is it? They're on the side of the highway, they got the chairs put up. She's like, I love this location. Look at the way the sun looks over the ridge.
You've been watching Chicago Fire, huh?
I don't even know.
Oh, because that's how they're doing their wedding. I was like, there's no way. I'm standing on the side of the highway.
That's what they did. They did it like really? on you know how when you go on the side of like a cliff, like on the highway, and they got the little border so you don't fly off the side, and all the cars.
Tell me that's
all the cars. They parked and they had chairs and niggas parked on the highway.
No.
Up and down the fucking street, and then they all came over there. They had
Okay, so please tell me, to do all of that, why they just couldn't invite those same people to the courthouse?
She liked the location.
What they would do, because
no, I'm just saying, you on the side of the highway.
Maybe the courthouse felt cold.
Do you understand that assumes that your way is the only way?
I didn't say it was the only way.
That's what it assumes.
I did not.
I said
that was a very frugal way. Because I'm saying, I'm not.
But what's wrong with the fact that they wanted to do it on the side of the freeway?
But this is what I'm saying.
No,
so we pull cars up and we take chairs out. We could have went to the courthouse and already had the chairs.
You didn't take chairs out. The chairs were taken care of.
What's wrong with their idea being their idea? It was just what they wanted.
Okay, but the way y'all just described it, what I'm saying is, instead of me pulling a chair out of my car, could have already been chairs there. That's all I was saying.
Okay.
I just, you know,
Hey, she paid $47 for that dress, and you gonna.
Which is doable. No, it is very doable. Because if you go, especially when these bridal shops be having clearance sales, that is very doable.
Right off the freeway. Keyword free.
No, because to me that game, I wanted like the beach vibes or whatever, and because I couldn't afford it, we just went to the side of the highway.
Yeah, she said for a budget.
That's narcissistic.
No.
That was their idea.
I don't care what you say. That is not narcissistic. I'm just saying the vibe.
For a budget, wait, just check it out. Wait, after she finished talking right there, they gonna show it.
Then she found the perfect location.
The perfect
right
location.
On the freeway. Keyword being free. And for the reception,
Are you serious
yes,
with this shit?
paid.
She ain't gonna change her mind on what she feel about it, no matter what you showed.
No, because I do not think, I've already said it, that you necessarily should break your bank if you ain't got it to have these elaborate weddings and then be in debt behind a wedding.
Right.
I'm saying, I did say that.
I get it.
However, I am also an optics person. And for me,
right.
If I know I can't afford the shit, then I have no problem getting a $47 dress, going to the courthouse and inviting who gonna come, and then we party in the backyard after with food that we didn't pay for and call it a day, and I still spend less than $500, which is what she did.
That is beautiful.
That's all I'm saying.
But the fact is, they were like, we gonna just do our shit like this.
No, but it wasn't just do our shit like that. Everybody had to pay for their wedding and then pay to eat after.
Like they said, they were willing. Like maybe they
I ain't that friend. Maybe I need to be a better friend. Maybe that's the problem. I'm not a good friend.
Oh, I'm not going. But for the record, I'm not going either. I'm just saying, I'm not mad at the idea.
Because I ain't that friend.
You guys are horrible friends.
Yeah.
I am. Because like I said, if I pay for anything in your wedding that costs over a certain amount and then you tell me I got to pay for my food, I'm probably not going, and you damn sure ain't getting the gift. It's just not happening.
Why you guys don't buy expensive gifts?
You ain't even getting a toaster, okay? No.
Damn.
If I didn't pay for your flowers ain't cheap. If I pay for your flowers and I still gotta pay to eat, I should have got my meal. Like, they should at least did that.
Don't offer to pay for the flowers then. You already bounced rock skate?
Yes.
All right.
So I can go eat something without tomatoes.
Okay. I can dig it. We can get on out of here. Once again, Saturdays are for podcasts.
That it is.
You feel me? I'm going to spin it around the room. And you guys can give them a little info. And I'll give them a little info. And then we'll get on out of here. All right? That sound good, guys? Yeah. All right. Test.
You can reach me at Mocha Vybez on Instagram and Twitter. That's Mocha Vybez on Instagram. It is an underscore between the two.
Bow.
What up, Vern?
What up? Hold up, man.
I thought it was my guy.
Hold up, man.
He said it was his turn.
I said bow. I was getting ready to introduce him again, like one more time before we get up on out of here. You know what I'm saying? What up, Vern? Where can they find you?
Right there. That's it. That'll do it. Just search that, it'll pop up. I tried it. One word.
You tried it?
Yep.
One word?
Pops up everywhere.
What up, Vern?
That'll do it.
No spaces?
No nothing.
Capitals?
Don't matter. It don't. It comes up.
He just letting you know he real simple. I like that.
No,
High five.
it comes up.
They ain't got to remember nothing extra.
Just what up, Vern, or what up, Vern, if you fancy.
Oh.
Both work.
What up, Vernon?
Yeah.
Or what up, Vern?
Simple as pie.
Easy. And that's on all the
Twitter,
platforms?
Instagram. Well, the what up, Vern is everywhere. And you can just type that in and it'll run everything down to you where it's at. Do it on Instagram. It's a link in the bio that makes it easier.
Got it.
That's how you do it. Shalom.
You got an album out?
I got a new project out exclusive to my site, which is on the link. So when you hit that link, it was gonna pop up and be like, "Bah!" You're gonna check it out because it plays. So you start when you hit the link. Such as life. It's not on streaming to the 3rd of May.
Oh, so it's gonna be on streaming, but right now, go buy that shit at your website.
Buy it at my website. Stream it at my website. Share it from the website. Join the mailing list because it's gonna be like goodies and shit that you get exclusively there. I'm trying something, so work with me there.
Alright, word up. I can dig it. Alright. You can catch your boy Clvb Dynamite. Easy. Change the U to a V on all the platforms. That's it. Real easy. Make sure that you go check our website. Go check our YouTube. www.youtube.com/Deez Ninjas Network. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and share that thing, please. We appreciate you. I want to say a shout out.
I cannot.
Hey, no, for real. Mass shout out to Shanni Love. Mass shout out to Vacation Barb. Shout out to Nikki Savage. Shout out to all our listeners. Shout out to Extendo Guy. I appreciate you guys for being here with me today. Feel me?
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. And